it's Latrina with Plant Food Rocks, where we promote the benefits of following a plant-based diet because plant food has been proven to prevent the onset of cancer and kill sickness. That's why we say plant food rocks. And today I'm going to show you some things from the pharmacy that you can use to replace what's in your medicine cabinet at home. And I always say that food is medicine because Hippocrates said, you've heard me say this several times, that let thy medicine be thy food and thy food be thy medicine. And today I'm going to show you exactly why food is and can be your medicine. Today I'm going to share 3 of my favorite pharmaceuticals and just give you a couple of the benefits of those foods and also just some simple ways that you can incorporate it into your diet. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is something that I've grown to love as an adult, and that is beets. These are just a miraculous vegetable, and as a child, I absolutely hated them. I don't know what child likes beets, but as an adult, I really do appreciate them, and they're actually very good. I mean, beets are really sweet when you eat them, so you have to be mindful of that when you prepare them, especially when you juice them. But beets are very, very nutrient dense. They are high in fiber. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals like folate, which is iron, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin C. And so one of the things that I really have learned from personal experience, and that's one of the major benefits of beets, is that it's high in nitrates, which it reduces your or improves your blood flow. And it really does reduce your blood pressure. So if you're someone that has high blood pressure, and I know a lot of people suffer from high blood pressure, beets can become your friend. Now, I will tell you that you have to be very careful though, because depending on how you prepare it, it can take an effect really fast. So what I mean by that is when you juice beets, and it's pure and you have it in juice form, it gets into your system much faster. So you will find that you have an immediate, almost within minutes, reduction in your blood pressure. You'll feel it. So, you know, if you have on an empty stomach and you're juicing like I used to juice a lot in my earlier days as a vegan, I had to learn the quick way that beets, the hard way actually, that beets will lower your blood pressure really quickly so you can feel faint. So having said that, it's also important to recognize that if you're on certain types of medications, you want to be mindful of that and you want to consult with your healthcare provider. I'm obviously not a doctor. I'm just sharing things that I've learned over the years, but beets is one of those that has some tremendous benefits, and you just want to be careful. And I think it's also like if you have kidney disease or things like that, you have to be mindful of how it may interact with that. So as healthy as it is in any vegetable, sometimes if you're already on medications, you know, you don't want it can have a counter effect, certain things. So I just want to put that out there. But beets are just wonderful. They're simple to prepare. So as I said, you can juice them. Now, if you juice them, I tend to like to put something in there that's a little more tart to go with them. So like a green apple or something, or an apple that's not too sweet, because it is sweet. So that's one way to prepare them. Another way to prepare them is roasted beets. Roasted beets are really delicious. You slice them up, you know, you obviously clean them up, slice them up, put them in the oven with some olive oil, some sea salt, and let them cook until they're tender. They take a little while to cook, but they are amazing. And then don't forget the leaves on beets. So if you are juicing, make sure that you not just put the bottom part of the beet in there, but also juice those leaves as well. There's so many nutrients in green leafy vegetables. It's one of the best superfoods out there is green leafy vegetables. So you can put those in the blender, in the juicer with you when you juice them. And you can also saute them up in the pan with some olive oil, some sea salt, just a minute or two, just to get them a little sauteed. Or you can make them, chop them up and put them in your salad. Like you can eat the whole thing, and they have so many nutritional benefits. So I love beets, and I just want to throw that one out there. Number 2, ginger root. Fresh ginger is a wonderful, wonderful pharmaceutical because, as many of you already know, just from living life, when people have nausea or upset stomach, the first thing they do is grab like ginger ale. And they're grabbing the ginger ale because of the ginger that's in the ginger ale. Now the ginger ale also has a lot of sugar, but it does give people really quick relief when they're having nausea, and that's because of the ginger in there. So just go for the real thing. It's got way more nutritional value than a ginger ale, than just a soda. So it's an anti-inflammatory. It helps with like if you're having headaches, if you're having arthritis, if you're having muscular issues, but especially with digestion. So you want to go for the real thing, the ginger root. It's simple to prepare. I mean, can look intimidating if you're not used to the actual root. It can look intimidating, but it doesn't take much. And this little root will last quite a while, for several days if you're using it every day. But just shave it up, chop it up. I typically will chop it up a little bit or a lot, kind of dice it up small, put it in a cup, add some hot water to it, make your own ginger tea, put some fresh lemon juice in there, add a little honey if you want, and then you have a really great calming, relaxing way to digest it and consume it. And it has so many properties that will just do wonders for your digestive health. So people that have like irritable bowel syndrome, and even with the fiber in the beets, if you're having issues with digestion, this is a really, really great solution for that. Unfortunately, I know that a lot of people have digestive issues with constipation that can literally go days without having a bowel movement. That's not a good thing. So you really want to improve your digestion so that you can clear all of that up. And ginger is a great way to help you do that. So the third and final pharmaceutical that I'm going to recommend is my all-time favorite. It is the #1 superfood. It is the super rock star of superfoods. And that is, ta-da, kale. Kale greens are literally the #1 superfood. It is so good for so many things. It has so many vitamins, different types of vitamins in there. It has like vitamin A, vitamin C, B6 vitamins. It has vitamin K. It has folate, and it has a lot of fiber. Kale is just that perfect vegetable. That's why you always hear people talking about kale. And it's good from every aspect of it is good. So even with the stems, I have a habit of, like, when I'm making my salad, taking the stems off of it, but you can actually consume the stems, and that's where you'll get even more of the fiber, the benefits of the fiber that come in kale. It's rich in iron. Let's see, I want to make sure that I don't forget some of the important stuff, because it actually has a better iron to calorie ratio than beef does. So that's a lot of iron, and it doesn't even take a lot of kale throughout the week to get the nutritional benefits. Even as much as a cup of kale a day will just give you tremendous benefits and the recommended daily allowance for a lot of the minerals that you need in your body. It's a powerful antioxidant, which means that it helps you with aging and fighting wrinkles and things like that. But it's really critical apparently for blood clotting. That's something that's new to me. So it's high in beta carotene. So we think about carrots for eye health, where kale is really good for your eye health as well. But one thing that it's for people who should probably avoid a little bit of it, or should be avoiding it or limiting it, is anyone taking like blood thinners. So apparently, like if you have like kidney stones, then you want to consult with your doctor about how much that you consume. Just again, these are vegetables that have a lot of minerals and vitamins, and so sometimes things can counteract with medicines and things that you're on or things that are happening in your body. So just be aware of that. But in general, kale is a super food. It's the #1 superfood. Now, there are so many ways that you can consume it. Obviously, you hear all about the kale smoothies and the kale juices. That's why people have it in so many of these products that are quick for us to buy in the store to feel like we're getting our nutrients. They're always including kale in that. So you can put your kale in your smoothies. I literally have kale every single day because I will put it in my smoothie. I will make it add it in my salad. When I go out to order a salad, I'll mix my spring spring mix with kale. I always add kale with whatever mix I get in a restaurant where they're preparing salads for me on the fly or on the go. You know how you can order salads as you're walking through the line and put your own stuff in there. I always mix it like that. Another favorite way to do it is to saute it just for a minute or two on the stove because it wilts down really fast with some olive oil, some sea salt. It is so quick and easy to do that. So you can put it in a salad with the fresh leaves. You can put it, saute it in the pan. You can put it in your smoothies every day. It's just so many ways that you can consume it. But kale is that #1 superfood. So the 3 we talked about today were beets, ginger, and kale. All of the things from the pharmacy to help you replace what's in your medicine cabinet. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Leave a comment for me. Leave a message on the website. However is more convenient for you. So this is our first take at our pharmaceutical recommendations, and I'll add a few more in the next video. All right, well, in the meantime, rock on.